Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here at weatherweb.net. Thanks again for watching. It is Wednesday, the 4th of September. Goodness, where does time fly? Anyway, don't forget that this site's get free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen here. It's when you come back and use the site and use the adverts that we stay free of charge. So thanks for doing that. Now, you probably know by now, warnings are out for rainfall on Friday into Saturday. Some discrepancy over exactly where that rain is going to be, but the reason for the rain is basically the atmosphere being ripped apart above our heads. We've got a trough that moves in from the northwest during the course of Friday. This is the position as of midday today at 500 millibars. And what I want you to notice here, look, is we've got this ridge in the height lines here across southern and eastern areas. Now, the cold front, as it is kind of out here just at the moment, somewhere down there. And what it's doing is it moves southeastwards into tomorrow. Same thing again. It's so this is midday Thursday. It's dragging in cooler air behind it, which of course is what you'd expect from a cold front, which is going to be lying somewhere within this sort of zone tomorrow. Now, that's a very weak fare during the course of Thursday, but then changes take place. We've got warm air being pumped up here from the south, which creates an surface area of low pressure across the southeastern parts of England. And with the cold air being pumped into the back of the cold front, which by midday on Friday is expected to be lying somewhere through here with a warm front off there, we get this sharp contrast between the warmer air out towards the east and the colder air out towards the west. And what we find there then is this cold pool developing to the south of Ireland. And then by midday on Saturday, the cold pool is positioned south of Ireland again. It's dominant across the whole of the country. You notice how close together the height lines are here, and that indicates strong winds surrounding that colder pool. So it's what we're seeing at the moment isn't necessarily driven by the surface features. It's being driven by upper air features, and the atmosphere basically getting itself almost into a switchover from a summer into an autumn state. And because we've had the warm temperatures over the last few days, and because we're now starting to see temperatures cool off towards the north and the west, the contrast between the two is sharp across the country, and it's that helps these heavy bursts of rain get going. So this is latest rainfall then for the next 72 hours. It's from weatheronline.co.uk, and it's from the GFS model, and it ends at 7 o'clock on Saturday morning. And it's trying to put most of the rain within this sort of zone. So central parts of England, southern England into northern England to eastern Ireland. Some places it's still going for 40 millimetres plus of rainfall. For most though, typically we're looking around 10 to 15 millimetres, and that's been a pretty consistent story from the GFS over the last few runs. Interestingly, the warnings that have come out from the Met Office have it further towards the west, so it has the heavier periods of rain out towards more western parts of the country. And as you can tell in the background there from the phone ringing, a busy day in the office today. Now, something else interesting today has been the comparison between the ECMWF and the GFS models in 10 days' time. Well, before that, actually, because the ECMWF just wants to build high pressure in next week. It wants to get rid of this low that we've seen and just build in high pressure. But the GFS has the low still over the southern parts of the country. Look, the upper low you can see there centred over the southern UK. The ECMWF just seems to want to get rid of it. Now, it seems that we have to discount the ECMWF because all models are going for the idea, apart from the ECMWF, this low being over the south, the ECMWF for some reason just doesn't get it. So we've got to stick more towards what the GFS is hinting at. And what that's saying is that the low stays to the south of the UK. We do get a ridge building up towards the north, but with the low dominant, it means that we go into this period of mixed weather, and that stays through much of next week. Now, at the moment, impossible to put timings and amounts on rainfall, but I think we do need to account for the idea of a mixed week to come, and probably not an improvement until, I think, still I'm working on this period, the 16th to the 18th, and then we may see an improvement come through. So let's take a quick look at the forecast then for this week. This is the chart for today. I know many of you watch this for the forecast for the next few days. So this is Wednesday, got warm air just pumping in from the south during the course of today. Another warm one, 28 degrees across the south of the country, 15 in northern Scotland. And these fronts just bringing some outbreaks of rain into the west of Ireland and the west of Scotland. By tomorrow, by Thursday, the cold front has slipped its way southeastwards. It's only a very weak affair and brings just 1 or 2 spots of rain across northern England, parts of the high ground of Wales and southwest England as well. But really, it's little more than a line of cloud. What it mainly does is bring in colder air from the north and the west. Still warm and fine down in the southeast, 27 degrees here, but a much cooler 14 in northwest Scotland. On to Friday, this is our main uncertainty day. This is what I was telling you about the rain. And I think what we have to work on at the moment is anywhere in southern Scotland, Wales, anywhere across England, I think we have to say, is at risk of catching some heavy and perhaps thundery outbreaks of rain at times during the course of Friday. Difficult, as I say, to say exactly where it's going to be, but I do think that some places are going to be wet. We're going to find a northeasterly wind as well, blowing across Scotland and Ireland, pretty strong there, and maybe quite strong across western parts of the UK. But the main thing for Friday is to think in terms of a wet day. If you get away without it, you've been incredibly lucky. And then for Saturday, low pressure centred over the south of Ireland on Saturday. Again, a little bit of a question mark over exactly when and where most of the rain is going to be, but it does look as if Ireland, probably the north of Scotland, takes the brunt of it, and central Scotland, perhaps eastern Scotland too, during the course of Saturday. Further south, it's sunshine and showers. This trough moving into Wales and the southwest, just indicating that it's there that we like to see the heaviest of the showers, but just about anywhere could see them. And then for Sunday, similar picture, low pressure in control again on Sunday. It looks like most of the rain across Ireland, Wales and southwestern parts of England during the course of Sunday. More rain just running up these eastern coasts on Sunday too. But again, work on just about anywhere seeing the threat of a shower. Best of the sunshine, and I've got a high confidence in this, probably across western parts of Scotland. But I do apologise that I can't pin down where these showers and rain are likely to be on Sunday. Again, just work on it being mixed. It's just the cards we're being dealt with at the moment by the atmosphere. And then finally into Monday, still got low pressure centred over southern Ireland, low pressure out to the east, low pressure up to the north. Again, detail hard to pin down. We need to work on the idea of it staying mixed through all areas during Monday, with a mix of sunshine and showers and perhaps some longer spells of rain at times closer to the areas of those low pressure. And I really do wish I could be more specific for you, but at this time it's just impossible. So hope you'll forgive me. Check back tomorrow for an updated forecast. We'll try and be more specific then. But for now, thanks for watching weatherweb.net, and don't forget that we kept free of charge by the adverts that you see around the screen. So thank you for coming back and using the site. Thank you for telling your friends about us, and please do keep the sun shining. Bye for now.